You've heard the phrase, your intention shapes your reality. But why? How? Through what mechanism? Is it psychology? Is it spirituality? Is it physics? Today we explore the observer, not as a metaphor, but as one of the deepest puzzles in all of science. For a century, physicists have been trying to answer one question: why does measurement create reality? Why does a particle exist in many states until observed? Why does attention collapse possibility into form? Let's start where it began. In the 1930s, mathematician John von Neumann published a groundbreaking idea. The measuring device itself cannot collapse the wave function. Neither can the lab, neither can the atoms inside the device. If you keep tracing the chain of observation, from detector to instrument, to brain, to neural signals, von Neumann concluded that the collapse must happen in the mind of the observer. The wave function collapses at conscious awareness. Then physicist Eugene Wigner pushed this further. He argued that consciousness is fundamental, that without conscious observation, physical reality does not fully crystallize. His famous paradox, Wigner's friend, remains one of the most challenging debates in physics. If two observers see different outcomes, which one is real, or are both real, until compared? Then came John Archibald Wheeler, who proposed the participatory universe, the idea that observers are not passive spectators, but active participants in bringing the universe into being. Wheeler said, "We are tiny patches of the universe looking at itself and bringing itself into consciousness." But modern physics refined this further. Physicist Wojciech Zurek discovered that the environment also plays a role through a process called quantum Darwinism. Reality becomes classical not because consciousness chooses it, but because the environment favors certain stable outcomes. Yet even quantum Darwinism cannot remove the observer entirely. It explains how outcomes persist, not how one outcome is chosen. So the question remains, why does attention select a version of reality? This is where consciousness science enters the conversation. Neuroscientist Francisco Varela, philosopher David Chalmers, and physicist Henry Stapp all explored the idea that consciousness is not a side effect of matter, but an active agent capable of influencing quantum processes. Stapp's work suggests that intention acts as a quantum selection operator. You are not causing outcomes, you are choosing them from a field of possibilities. But perhaps the most astonishing evidence comes from Princeton. For nearly 30 years, the Princeton Engineering Anomalies Research PEAR lab, led by Robert Jahn and Brenda Dunne, studied one question: can intention influence physical systems? Using random number generators, mechanical devices, and quantum processes, PEAR found that focused intention produces small but statistically significant shifts in random systems, demonstrated over millions of trials, repeated around the world. And while controversial, the data is consistent with one conclusion: the observer matters. If you're enjoying this deeper exploration of consciousness and physics, make sure you're subscribed. Every week we take you further into the science of identity and reality creation. Let's go further. In 2012, physicist Anton Zeilinger said, "There is no such thing as a reality without observation." He wasn't being poetic. He was summarizing decades of experimental data. Consider this: when you focus on something, a goal, an intention, a desire, your brain does not just think about it. It enters a coherent state. Your electromagnetic field aligns. Your neural networks synchronize. Your emotional energy stabilizes into a frequency. This coherence interacts with the quantum vacuum field around you. You become a tuning system, broadcasting a signal that organizes probability. Your intention is not a wish. It is a frequency. And frequency is a selection mechanism. Quantum experiments show that the universe is not deterministic, it is probabilistic. Outcomes are not fixed, they are chosen. Not by force, but by alignment. Your identity, your emotional state, your coherence, these are the filters that determine which version of reality you collapse into. This explains the phenomenon called quantum priming, the finding that your internal state changes the outcomes you perceive. It explains why two people experience the same situation differently, why two people manifest differently, why two people with the same opportunities end up in different timelines. They are selecting different branches. Your intention is the hand that turns the knob of probability. You don't force reality. You choose it. Let's end with this. The observer doesn't create the universe, but it selects the universe it experiences. Your attention collapses possibility. Your emotion collapses timelines. Your identity collapses your future self into your present. When you choose consciously, when you intend coherently, when you align emotionally, the universe does not bend to your will. It reveals the version of itself that already matches your frequency. You are not manifesting your reality. You are tuning into it. This is the quantum observer. This is the science of intention. This is your true power. Watch next. The quantum self. Identity as a probability field.